Today we are making tacos de suadero, which is one of Mexico City's top tacos. I mean, they're super soft, succulent, so moist, so delicious. The only thing is that I cannot find suadero meat, which is a cut of beef that comes from the cow's belly close to the flank. The closest thing that's going to yield similar results is going to be brisket. And obviously we can find brisket almost anywhere. So these tacos are going to be a total success and you're gonna love them. The meat is typically cooked low and slow with a few pieces of chorizo, but since I wanna keep that chorizo for huevos con chorizo as breakfast, what I'm doing is creating a sachet that I'm gonna fill with chorizo flavors, starting with half a teaspoon of cumin seeds, 1 teaspoon of whole black peppercorns, 4 whole cloves, 2 teaspoons of dried Mexican oregano, 1.5 teaspoons of dried thyme. Make sure everything is well enclosed. And tie the cheesecloth with kitchen twine. We've got 3 pounds of beautiful brisket. I'm gonna pat it dry with a paper towel just to remove that excess moisture from the surface. And since it's pretty thick, I am going to slice it to get thinner pieces to kind of mimic the thickness of suadero, which is thinner than brisket is. Now we're gonna make diagonal cuts. They're gonna crisscross into diamond shapes. Just make sure you don't go all the way through. All right, we gotta do a generous amount of kosher salt, basically to season both sides. All right, now preheat that Instant Pot to saute mode. Get it nice and hot on high. Melt the pork lard, or you could even do beef tallow, which I'm using today. Then add the brisket and sear it on both sides until browned. Don't rush the process. It's gonna take a little bit of time and you will have to do 2 batches, but that's okay. And we've got a beautiful brown color going on. At this point, add all of the meat back into the pot and pour in 8 cups of water, or enough to cover the meat. Add the sachet, 1 whole white onion cut in half, the head of a garlic, and I did slice that end off to expose the garlic cloves, 1/4 of a Mexican cinnamon stick, 2 teaspoons of ground guajillo, or you could also do paprika, and 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Lock the lid in place and cook on high pressure for 1 hour. Once the timer is up, allow the pressure to release naturally for 10 minutes, then manually release any remaining pressure. You guys, that meat, it is so soft and it smells incredible in here, but I want to cook a few spring onions because obviously tacos are just amazing with them. I've already removed that green part, but I am gonna remove the remainder. I like to cut them in half. I've got a pan, I'm gonna set it to medium heat. I'm gonna melt a couple of tablespoons of beef tallow. Obviously, you guys, lard is what's traditional. It is used for making tacos, but you know what? I had tallow on hand and I was like, we're gonna use it. It is great because it's gonna intensify that beefy flavor as well. Add those spring onions and we're gonna give them a good browning on both sides. Allow them to slightly cook because I like to leave a bite to them. While I'm getting infused with the aroma of those onions, we are gonna take out the meat from the Instant Pot, and be careful because this is like super tender. Oh yeah, and so juicy. Go ahead and dice it or shred it, whatever's easiest for you. But just make sure it is into bite-sized pieces. I've turned off the heat because these onions are good to go. Still over medium heat. Now we can add the meat. Let's quickly do the rest. I do want to give it an additional browning just to crisp up those edges. In reality, you don't need it because we browned the meat before we cooked it, but I'm going for it, you guys. I'm going all in. Just stir it as needed. Make sure you get an even color. Now that this is browned, I'm going to ladle some of the broth from the Instant Pot because it's gonna bring back some moisture. I typically do about 3 ladles depending on how that meat is talking to me. Just allow everything to get to know each other. And finally, season it with salt to taste. And if at any point you feel you need more broth, just add it. Just make sure you heat everything together. Heat is off. We're just gonna set these aside. I've got my homemade corn tortillas. You can find that recipe on villacocina.com. I also have a whole video tutorial you can use. Now, if you can only get your hands on store-bought corn tortillas, it is fine. Just make sure that you do 2 per taco because if not, they're gonna break. And I'm gonna take my tortillas, dip it in the fat, maybe just halfway, because then as it heats, it's going to spread all over that tortilla. All right, let's make some tacos. All that's left to do is arrange those corn tortillas, fill them with that meat, diced white onion, some cilantro, chopped, salsa verde or roja. It is up to you. Got some lime wedges because we gotta give it a nice squeeze. Now, we didn't just cook those onions for no reason. What a treat. Some pickled jalapenos on the side.
Okay, let's do it.
You guys, Nelson is back.
Man, I even took a nap in the middle of this brisket cooking.
Yes, because of the cooking time. He had
I had some time to spare.
but this is so good, you guys. Wow. Wow. Off the bat, that corn tortilla. Guys, if you have the time, make some corn tortillas. You can make them ahead of time. Keep them in the fridge. You could even freeze them and then defrost them in the refrigerator before you use them. These are incredibly delicious.
Wow.
Let's do some onions.
The flavor is so delicate. The meat doesn't feel just like it's a greasy taco. No, it's a really, really well put together taco.
Full recipe on villacocina.com. Subscribe, you guys. Like this video. Show us some love. You can also write your favorite recipe at villacocina.com 5 stars because that's how you can support us. And we love it. We love it. We see your support. Thank you so much. And we're gonna enjoy some food. Bye, everyone.